pregnant women in detention centers?
Well, everyone that is detained is given full medical care, whatever they would need as far as keeping them safe and healthy until it's time for them to return back home to their home country. If someone's here illegally, they will be detained. What I would like to remind everybody is they also have the opportunity to go home voluntarily. And if individuals are here in this country illegally, we will give them $1,000. We will buy their plane ticket, and they can go home today and then have the opportunity to come back to the United States the right way. If they wait until they are detained, they will be deported, and then they'll never get the chance to come back to this country. Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, this airport is a wonderful facility for us to test new technology, and this security checkpoint right here is called our Innovation Center, which means this is where we typically deploy new technologies, new screening processes, new x-ray systems to see as to their efficacy, to how they work as far as detecting new threats or giving us higher rates of detection, and then where we can train individuals as well. So this is one of our premier locations for advancing that kind of investment into our security operations, and we're hoping that we can continue to expand on it. So thank you, everybody. I would just like to encourage everybody to thank someone around you, spend time with them, travel safe, and have a very happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Talk
Yes.
us about how quickly this will be rolled out and what kind of technology we're talking about. Will we speed up the process here for folks to get through the lines?
Yes, so the new technology will include not only x-ray technology to scan carry-on bags, also checked bags, but also the physical technology that it takes to scan individuals. You've all seen the ATS systems and the scanning technologies. All of those will be implemented, as well as more training into our officers. We're grateful that we have people who are experts at not only taking care of individuals to get them through the equipment and the scanning processes, but also that they help know what to detect, what to look for, what suspicious activity may be, and we recognize that our greatest resource is our people. One of the most effective things that we can do at security checkpoints is deploy canine units as well. And so we will be training and facilitating more canine units. We've already done that over the last several months, 5 to 6 months since I've been secretary, and recognizing how valuable that is at our screening checkpoints. But getting more of those deployed will be incredibly important to make sure that we can efficiently screen people and make sure that we keep our travelers safe.
And ahead of the holiday travel season, Secretary Duffy called for travelers to have civility and manners.
Yes.
What's your message to holiday travelers?
Well, absolutely. I think that is what's wonderful about the holidays, is it reminds us what our purpose is and what we're celebrating, and that's loving people and relationships. And we have been focused at TSA on training on hospitality as well, not just facilitating individuals getting through security checkpoints, but how to help people that may be stressed in that type of a situation, people who may be nervous flyers, how we can help them cope with that situation, anyone who may be having a mental health struggle. All of those are situations which our security officers face every single day, is helping individuals feel much more comfortable while we make sure that we're also getting them screened into their flights on time. Yes. I am. The question is about if we're happy with our partnership with the state on immigration enforcement. And we've had great collaboration with the governor, but also with local sheriffs. Nevada has partnered with us in a program called 287G, which is an incredible program that authorizes local law enforcement to go out and to do criminal activity and enforcement that they typically do, but also do immigration enforcement in partnership with our federal agencies. So the fact that all of the individuals and officers across the state are partnering with us to make sure we're getting criminal, violent, illegal aliens off of our streets, brought to justice, and deported out of our country if it's appropriate is incredibly important to the American people. So again, we're focused on the worst of the worst, going after those individuals that have committed crimes against the American people, and local law enforcement in the state of Nevada has been fantastic partners for us.
And I was also
We're always looking for more opportunities to partner with the facilities that are in a local area, in a city or in the state. We have some conversations that are ongoing, but I can't speak directly to details that are being finalized at this time. Yeah.
International visitation happened down in Las Vegas. There are some claims of immigration policy by the administration. To those folks who say that, what would you say?
Oh, I would tell everyone that America is a country of hospitality. We love to have visitors, but they have to come here legally. And if they're coming here to visit, then when they're done visiting, they need to go home. That President Trump has focused on making sure that all of our laws are enforced, that we don't pick and choose who they apply to. We just ensure that every single one of them is applied equally to everyone, no matter who they are. So if you're traveling to the United States, we'd love to have you come. We'd love to show you what makes us so great and makes us the example to the world. But you will follow our laws. And if you are here visiting us temporarily, then you need to go home. Yes.
CBS, how has the threat landscape changed over the past year for basketball, especially as we head into the recent holiday travel season?
I would say that we recognize that there are constant threats. Every day we have enemies, foreign and domestic, that want to harm the United States. But the Department of Homeland Security is more focused than ever before on ensuring we're meeting those threats head on, and that we are going out and working with local law enforcement and intelligence agencies in a new way to break down the silos of information, to have those communications ahead of time to stop the threats before they come to fruition. So we clearly see that we have the same threats that we've had for many years, but we have seen a growth internationally of terrorist organizations. We've aggressively gone after cartels and FTOs and even gang activity in a new way that ensures that we're addressing them and the threat that they face to the American people, and that we are bringing them to justice. Yes.
Just going back to 287G.
Mm-hmm.
One is there's been a significant increase in local agencies signing on to it. At the same time, there's also been a significant increase in lawsuits related to that based on state law. I wonder if you can address that.
I think that those we see litigation across the country. It depends on. We have activist judges in many cases, and many of these cases are dealt with and impact enforcement operations, but we'll continue to do our job and make sure that we're enforcing our law. And I think so many law enforcement officers across the country are just grateful that they finally get to do their jobs. And they're grateful that they have Border Patrol, ICE agents, and federal agents that will come in and deal with the criminal activity that they've had to deal with for many years without any assistance from the administration. President Trump has been very aggressive in making sure he's going after the drugs that are killing our children, after those criminals that are on our streets, perpetuating murder and violence and rape and trafficking. This area specifically, our HSI officers spend a lot of time on investigations going after those trafficking networks. And we're grateful for the partnerships with local law enforcement, which helps us bring more people into justice.
Are there any plans to send federal troops to Las Vegas?
I can't speak directly to law enforcement operations that are planned because it jeopardizes the safety of those law enforcement officers. But we will be here. We will continue to be here. It will be sustained, and at times it will surge based on the threats that we see.
Secretary Noem, back on TTP. Are there any discussions in the administration at the federal level to set aside some funding that could make it so we're not in this position if there is any sort of government shutdown or any funding effects for our TSA agents or ATCs in the future?
We're working on that. We had the opportunity during this last government shutdown to pay our law enforcement officers and to keep paychecks coming their direction. That provision was not in law for our TSA officials. I will continue to be an advocate for that. When many of these areas, we had some opportunities to fund out of the department's other accounts. And so we're trying to figure out what we could do legally in a situation like that. My hope is that we don't let politicians have that kind of leverage over people's everyday lives. The political rhetoric in the Democrat shutdown was devastating for families, and I hope that they don't do that again in the future when we have this discussion at the end of January.
In that same vein, are there any plans to help out, if there are TSA officers here, is there anything you've done to help
Yeah, we're continuing to do what we can to help officers, but also to point out those that are continuing to do their job with excellence. All of these individuals that work at TSA are great Americans. And it was amazing to me to see what this airport and what these partnerships did to support individuals during the government shutdown. You saw individuals from this community step up and help them with gift cards, food pantries. You saw people from the county and from the city and the state come in and support them. That was fantastic, but that shouldn't have to happen. We shouldn't allow someone and a Democratic Party come in and shut down our government to get political points on something that keeps money out of people's pockets that they've earned. So we're going to continue to use whatever we can to make sure that people get the opportunity to still collect their wages. And I'll look for all latitude that I have within the Department of Homeland Security to do so.